it's Mickey Manting again. This is our third set for this lovely, lovely third Sunday in July 2022. Up next, our final show for the night, the wonderful house team Merritt without Billy. Billy, we love you. Everybody else is coming up.
Hello, we are House Team Merritt, and to get us started, we would like a suggestion of a song title or a song lyric. So if you can type that into the chatty chat, we will grab something and do magic with it. We will create a small town someplace and see what weird things are happening there. So
I wonder do you guys miss Billy up here tonight?
Billy?
Yes, we do.
Yes, what's his name? Merritt? Is that what his last name is? Billy?
Dean Merritt.
Oh yeah, my t-shirt says Merritt, so I guess that's
Okay.
Sleeping in the Cold Below.
Ooh.
That is our song title. So let's get to it.
It's a subterranean view. We're looking up. Instead of coming in, we're looking up and we see that there is a glassy view above us.
Go ahead.
There's a break in the ceiling, the glass clear translucent ceiling above us, a hole. And there's some line that has been dropped down with little baubles on it. We hear somebody above say, ice fishing, ice fishing.
As we tune our ears in closer to that, we hear what appear to be the barking of seals, big seals and baby seals, and we hear a lot of water splashing.
If you were to come above this area, you would see that this town is surrounded by snow-capped mountain ranges.
As you come into the town, you see what looks pretty much like a real town, like a regular town that you would see anywhere, except everything is white.
The town's jail is actually shaped like a giant goldfish bowl, and there are about 10 inmates kind of wandering around for people to stare at their leisure.
Desolation brags not one but two competing hostelries / bars. There's the big fish and the little fish, and they're pretty awesome. Welcome to Desolation.
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 So, where's everybody here? Everybody here? Okay.
Wait, I'll be here in just a minute. I'm coming.
I'm part of the camera crew being late.
Wait. We got the unfishing tournament coming up. So we want to just make sure that everything is set. Everybody's got their parts?
We over at the Big Fish, as you know, Mona, I'm Mona and I'm the proprietor of the Big Fish. We would like to renew our motion to sponsor this entire festival and tournament because we are the Big Fish and it's where it belongs.
Fantastic.
Well,
Mona, that happens every year. You're good.
Okay.
It's Mona's Big Fish. It's the Big Fish.
Sylvia, didn't you say that Little Fish was looking into sponsoring this year?
Well, we were, but it's okay. Mona can have it. It's fine.
representing the subterranean population, Desolation, it is my duty to inform you that there is some offense being taken to calling it, what did you say the name of the festival was?
The unfishing.
All right,
Unfishing.
everybody. Hold on a second here. Lucille here. You know, I'm the editor of the Desolation Daily Paper. And I gotta be candid with you. I've got some media reaching out to me, wanting me to explain what exactly an unfishing festival is. Now, I know what it is, but we gotta put it in words everybody can understand.
All right.
My name is Sylvia, and I'm the seal specialist, and I'm very, very interested in integrating the seals into the prison tank as a form of reformation. That's the wrong word. Some sort of therapeutic approach with the prisoners, so they're not just wandering around all the time.
As the warden, I think that would be a terrible idea. If we could all remember what happened with the dolphins last time.
Can I get a
Well,
quote from you on that?
I just want to say, as the sole proprietor of Rod and Reel and Creel, I'm just a little concerned about the movement toward unfishing.
Well, let me just speak to you as the only elected official, whether it's above or below the ice. My constituency does not like, even though you've got my constituency is somewhat uncomfortable with coupling that with fish. But we will support it, even though we don't exactly agree with your concept.
It's been going on for years. So
Unfishing official festival sponsor would like to remind you that we have a documentary crew coming to check this whole thing out, so we cannot make big changes now.
Oh, no,
I
you
do
can't just
wanna
call
say-
yourself the specialist.
okay, well, I think we need to clean up the town a little bit so that it's ready for the documentary crew. And Lucille, we will get you some write-ups. Everybody work on something to.
Just
We're
a
just
tip,
fine
just a
down
tip.
below. We're
The
just
documentary
fine.
crew has requested sushi for their lunch.
Whoa, my
So-
God. We are
I
just
think-
fine down below, and we will not condone the sushi. That is it. I am leaving. I will be back.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna write up something.
I don't understand it. I
That's
mean, you got
crazy. That
catch
is
and
nuts.
release and everything.
But I'm on a deadline, y'all. I'll see you. Lord, I wonder what that documentary film crew is going to unearth.
Mona, thank you so much. Once again, you're doing it. You're putting it out there. You're putting your business on the line. Gotta say, I appreciate it.
I'm something of a big fish in this town myself. I'm not going to lie. Desolation sort of revolves around me, Mona, the proprietor of the Big Fish, and this is my right-hand stooge. She's wonderful.
You could ignore that part about the stooge. She makes a lot of jokes, right? Mona?
Joking.
Yeah. I mean, I am the sole proprietor of the Rod and Reel and Creel. And I brought the catch and release, program to the town of Desolation.
Together, we are the heads of the Board of Commerce. We're pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And catch and release has been, well, it's been a mixed blessing for the town. Let's be real. I mean, some people really want to eat a fish fry from every once in a while.
Yeah. The vegetarian sushi not going down. I mean, I know you're going to appreciate it for your lunch. I mean, you got it for the crew and the camera, right? But the town people, we're not the biggest on the vegetarian sushi, right, Mona? I don't know. That's just not.
On Thursday nights, I have a secret underground fish fry at the Big Fish, which you're all welcome to join, but you got to keep it quiet. Turn those cameras off. Yeah.
That's gonna be. That's not the kind of thing you should say.
Do you see any light? Do I look okay?
Oh, I mean, I think you look fabulous, but you always look fabulous. I mean, I'm wondering where this insecurity is coming from.
So Sylvia, she's always my biggest supporter, but she kind of looks at me through rose-colored glasses sometimes. You do.
I mean, sometimes I do. I'm a little peeved at you for bringing up the dolphins. You brought up the dolphins. What were you
Sylvia,
thinking?
we can't be. So Sylvia helps out. Sylvia does a lot of volunteer work, a lot at the prison, and I appreciate it so much. But there was an incident with the dolphins, and Sylvia took it rather hard. And you're right, I shouldn't have said anything to everyone else.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit like saying, like one human is exactly like another. And what do dolphins have to do with seals? They do not. They do not. And frankly, the catch and release has really helped out the seals, and they're thriving. They're ready to do some good work.
I mean, we can look into it. But yeah, we really enjoy the Unfishing Festival. We are both, fairly vegan most days of the week, and
Yeah, I mean, yes, I would say yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
sure.
we'll talk about the seals later.
I mean, I don't want to get into a thing with you. I just wanted to state my point of view. I'm done. I'm done with that because I know you
She
have
has a big heart. She has a big heart.
and I know that you are well-intentioned, particularly when it serves your purposes. That's the thing with you.
Hey everybody, that's Lucille. How you doing?
Good, good. How you doing, Lucille?
Y'all, as a member of the media, it's a little weird for me to be on the other side here in front of a camera, but we got a camera crew very interested in desolation, and this is the second Sylvia in town, or I like to think of her as the first Sylvia, proprietor of the Little Fish. No skin off of the other Sylvia, but I knew you first.
No, we've known each other for I don't know, we go way back.
Yeah.
And when was it?
She opened up the Little Fish here in town when we didn't have anything resembling a public house. And Sylvia, let's just be honest about it. You brought hospitality, you brought a sense of community, and now that the Big Fish has moved on in, I want you to know there's room in this town for all sides of fish. I mean, maybe somebody will open up a medium fish.
I think they might as well. I mean, I appreciate that, Lucille. I really do. I worked hard to get the Little Fish, and I called it the Little Fish because it was, just to be homey and comfortable and get people together. And
you know what I like about the name? Little Fish gives a connotation of a lot yet to come, a future of possibility, because little fish grow up to be big fish. Big fish are already big fish.
Big fish are big fish. Now, and Lucille here, speaking of big fish, she's a big fish in our Desolation Pond. She keeps us in the know with everything that we need to know. I don't know how she finds out all of this stuff, but she's got her fingers into she's got her hooks into everything.
I keep my ear to the ice, as it were, I'd say ground, but we have way more ice here than we have ground. I tell you what, I came mighty close. I'm a transplant. I came over from Oklahoma, but I came this close to being considered to be on the possible list to maybe getting a Pulitzer for my expose on the dolphin incident. And I tell you, I'm looking for my shot at the big time.
Yeah, well, we might have seals coming up, so dolphins part 2. I don't know.
I'm Ariel. I represent the biggest population in Desolation. We are subterranean. We are in the water. I am under the sea. These boobs that I call my community don't seem to realize their origins. And they came from the sea and they shall return to the sea. And there's something very wrong afoot here because they've lost the idea that fish are special. They seem to think that they're edible. I can tell you, my constituents, which include whales and dolphins, in addition to other large creatures under the sea, giant squid, will wreak havoc on Desolation. Desolation will truly be desolate if this festival doesn't go just right. Welcome to Desolation.
Mona, you hurt my feelings. You call me a stooge.
Oh, come on. You know I was just kidding, Lona. Come on. You know I like to joke. I joke around because you're kind of my right-hand man. You're kind of
I am, right? I mean, you listen to my ideas about the unfishing and you know, and you know, like my idea about, you know, expanding your business and developing some, getting the mermaid people in and as part of your, you know, your new client.
I mean, Lorna, I gotta give you credit where credit's due. I think just looking at us, I don't think anybody would guess that you were the more bloodthirsty business shark, you know, of the two of us. You're the one who wants me to snap up the little fish, like, and just eat it and make it part of the greater big fish complex of hostelries. But I don't know, I have a soft spot for that little fish.
Was that was my idea to expand to the little fish? I thought I was talking about the mermaids and the
Oh yeah, both. I mean, that's the
Oh.
big complex.
Oh yeah. That, I mean, it is a good idea. I mean, frankly,
You gotta own it. If you're gonna be ruthless, you gotta own it.
I am kind of ruthless, you know.
Mona.
Oh,
my
hey,
constitu-
Ariel.
My constituents have asked me to drop by before the festival because there are rumors that on Friday nights there is a subversive event that might be poaching and consuming members of my constituency.
Ariel, I will roll out the red carpet for you any Friday night you'd like. Any night. Any Friday night, you come check it out. There's nothing going on. We're just drinking and eating our vegetarian sushi and being pals with our friends from under the sea.
Do you
Okay.
have a badge, Ariel? Do you have like a mayoral badge or like a governor hat or some kind of indication of your constituents, you know?
Now, Thursday nights, though,
Good, huh? Good, huh? Yeah.
They don't realize what grave danger that they are in because I know that they are doing unseemly things with my constituency.
are you looking forward to the big unfishing? Ah, she's gone again. I can't wait to do some unfishing. It's so fun to pluck those items out of the sea and then put them right back in.
I got some new rods in. Oh my God, these can haul in some big ones.
Now, I know you aren't selling anybody else a real rod 3000. That's only for me, right?
The 3000, the Real Rod 3000 is for you.
Nobody can unfish like I can with that baby.
But I got some 2500s for, you know, for some of the others, and I'm putting them on special, and I'm thinking there'll be something I could sell at the event, you know, make a little extra.
So,
cash.
Lona, you're saying to me, look me in the eye, because I know you sometimes. There are no other Real Rod 3000s in Desolation, right? Just mine.
Well, I mean, like the person who owns Rod, Reel, and Creel would, of course, want that person would, of course, want to.
You got
have
yourself a Real Rod 3000?
got a 3000 plus.
Well, okay, here's the solution to that problem. I will take the plus and I will graciously allow you to have a 3000. Yes, you're welcome. I am being magnanimous. You're welcome or you're not welcome at the fish anymore.
How is this friendship is not satisfying sometimes? I mean, I am very satisfied after the fish fry, but emotionally, you know.
But okay, so I have nothing against the seals. It's just, I mean, who knew a dolphin could use a switchblade? I'm just a little concerned about what they might get into over there.
I mean, has it ever occurred to you why they have dolphins at SeaWorld, which is a prison for sea animals? They taught them to use switchblades. They did. They can flick them up in the air and, you know, God forbid it hit some kid in the forehead.
I mean, but the seals have those little flipper things. If we
Well-
can make sure that we pat them down, make them go through the metal detectors, we can talk about it.
I feel that you're speaking to me, and frankly, I have word for you from the seals. I have heard directly from the seals, and frankly, Lana, you know, from the rod and reel, she's been supplying them with black market fish in quantities, which is why they're getting all plumped up. They are now ready to get integrated with your prisoners. Integrated with your prisoners, but that's the part's up to you. I defer to you.
I don't know. with the big event and with everything, and I mean, it's like all eyes are on me, and you know
Exactly.
that I'm up to be renewed next year. So if anything goes wrong with the unfishing and
Oh,
the
no, I will
seals,
have your back. I will have your back, but we need someone like you. All eyes should be on you. Look at your glasses. It says all eyes on me. It is you.
hi, Ariel.
Gordon, I've
Yes.
heard rumors,
Uh,
and we have some. I'm going to hand them to you. These are the missing person, the missing constituency posters.
okay.
We you're not going to believe this, as kind as you two are. You're just not going to believe it, but we seem to be missing 1,520 smaller members of our community. They've just disappeared. 1,520 have just disappeared in the last
That's
week.
terrible.
I
That's shocking. This is shocking news.
It's really quite disturbing.
Very.
These jokers think that I don't know that they are doing something with my population, but I'm going to just play them along. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you're on the lookout for this, because you two are like my best friends in this community, and I just appreciate your support ever so much.
And we value you, Ariel. We value
I mean,
you.
I got a number for you. 1,200, 520. Remember that. 1520. That is the number that is going to win me a Pulitzer, and you're going to help me get there. Mer people. Now I need to talk to you, and I need to talk straight, because you're the only person in this town that ever fell in love with a mer person. I know you're not together anymore, but you and we need to talk.
I don't know if I can talk. I don't know if I can go through that. I don't know if I can.
You are my best
That's
friend.
tough.
Unburden yourself.
That was a long time ago. Lucille, I don't know if I can drag that up again.
I remember your third night here, and you came running into my office, and you said, "Are you the friend you profess to be?" And what did I say?
So you are. I can trust you.
Yes, and then you said, "I think I'm in love." And what did I say?
So it shows.
Say that one more time.
You said it shows.
Yes, it showed. And now I look you in the eye right now, and I see the love glimmering in there like drops of water shining on the scales of a merman. Say his name.
Sylvia,
Ariel.
Sylvia, Daddy says to say hello. Daddy wishes.
Give him a big flop of the flippers for me.
Daddy wants you to come. Daddy wants you to come home. Please come home, Mama.
I gotta tell y'all. Oh, she's gone. She appears like a storm cloud, bursts forth on the scene with beautiful, beautiful iridescent moisture that gives the water into the soul, and then gone again. That's your baby.
I don't know how mer people have not fallen in love with mer people. Look at them.
We gotta bust this wide open. Not just because I, as a journalist, investigative sort, want desperately to win a Pulitzer. That's part of it.
I
But
want that for you too.
I want to reunite you with your family. Look me in the eye and tell me you don't still love that beautiful merman.
I do. With all my heart.
Now I want to tell you something. Go ahead, say more. Say more.
No, I was just gonna say I've never stopped loving him. When I see a ripple in the sea, I think of him. When it rains, I see thousands of pennies falling through.
Now, I don't want to cast aspersions on our good friend over there, Mona at the Big Fish, but I'll be honest with you. It is not all vegan sushi that people are enjoying. And I smelled something cooking the other day, fried up and delicious, and I am telling you that was not tofu.
I knew there was something funny. I knew. she came in and she said she's going to do things different around here. She started serving food. And then she said, no, but it's all vegan. I did not trust her for 1 minute. But she's got, everybody in the comic room.
You're my friend, and you are my neighbor, and you are a person who loves a person below the surface. And I mean that both ways. So let's get you and your family reunited. Let's get me a Pulitzer, and let's find out. Oh.
Come to Desolation. Come to the lovely festival whose name I shall not say. It's happening this weekend, and big things are going to manifest.
1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, fun fish, unfish. Come to the big fish. Come on over. And let me tell you, if you're worried about visiting Desolation because you think I want to be able to eat fish meat, well, you can't. But talk to me at the big fish, Mona.
When you come to the Big Fish Festival, make sure you come and check out our prison. It is the world's only prison shaped like a goldfish bowl. And this weekend only, there's going to be seals.
Come on down to the big sale. We got a big sale. 2 for 1 rods, 2 for 1 reels, 2 for 1 creels. We got, come on down. You're gonna need it all because there's gonna be a lot of unfishing going on, if you know what I mean.
And if all of this sounds too good to be true, well, it's all true. And you can find coupons for every single business aforementioned in the Desolation Daily. Pick up a copy on the corner.
Have you been feeling desolate lately? Have no fear. Come to Desolation and to the Rod and Reel, where you can unreel your rod and experience the pure joy of fishing. Just don't try to catch anything and keep it. That will depress you.
Desolation, the Unfishing Festival. This is the 35th anniversary Unfishing Festival. Come on down to the Little Fish. Oh, I almost said the wrong thing. Come on down to the Little Fish, the original fishing hole in town.
Big fish.
Unfish.
Red fish.
Blue fish.
Cut to the ice fishing hole, and we see Mona and Luna. Gotta
Thanks
say,
so much, Lona, for giving me the plus. I thought for a minute there you weren't going to hand it over.
yeah,
Ooh, got another one.
haul on it, and gotta
Ooh, this one's a heavy one. We're going to put them back in. Chill out, Ariel. Geez.
I'd like to see them go back in immediately.
Well, I got to kiss them first, okay? Or it isn't good luck.
Yes, go ahead. Let me watch you.
When I first moved to this podunk little town, I thought to myself, well, I get closer to these fish because something about these fish seem magical. And then I thought I could eat them. But now I got this pain in the butt, watching me all the time. All right, go back in.
Ariel, I just hauled your ass out of that ice hole there, so technically you're my catch,
I'm not interested in your type.
Oh, that was a bad burn. Hey, did anyone see my new fishing rod? It's a 4,000.
Where did you get that?
4,000.
Well, my good friend Lona pulled a few strings and got it imported.
I also want to say she kissed a fish and she liked it. She liked it. I wish you humans would stop thinking so much about catching them and putting them out. How about catching some fish for the seals and letting them kiss those fish?
Lona?
The fish today. God.
You Judas Shack fish, I'm going to get you for this.
Mona, it was
Then I didn't mean to get you. I thought that everyone knew that you always get me.
Warden, that was our secret, you and me.
Meanwhile, outside the Little Fish, Ariel and her mama. Mama, I know I overstepped. When the newspaper man was there, I slipped up and called you Mama. I hope that was okay.
No, we don't have secrets between us. Me and Lucille, we're good.
So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? They are eating the fish and they are giving the fish to the seals. And next thing you know, they're going to go after the merboys and mergirls.
We're going to put a stop to this. We're going to write up an expose. And it'll just be about the fish. We don't even have to mention mer people.
I'm afraid you do have to mention mer people.
Like what? Why?
Seal, why?
Ariel, you're going to have to talk to that documentary film crew.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell them how your mama and your daddy came to make you. And you're going to have to shed some humanity on the mer plot. Are you willing to save your people? Or is that number going to go to 1,275?
Oh, Seal, I will stand up for my constituency. It is my job, my responsibility, my love, and my daddy and my mom who.
And this is going to win me a Pulitzer. I mean, it's going to save your population.
I'm so proud of you, Ariel.
The camera pans up and glides over the fishing hole across town to the big fish, where an underground fish fry is going on.
Delicious.
Mm-mm.
You've
Oh,
really done
yeah.
yourself, Mona. This is fantastic.
Lona, you get out of here. You're not welcome here anymore.
Could
I don't-
somebody pass the tartar sauce?
I don't want to come between you two.
No,
Yeah.
tonight, you witness. Sheriff, I need you. Warden.
I notice you have the 4,000 on your chair, Mona.
Yeah, because Warden knows what's good for her.
I'm addicted to the shrimps, Lona.
Well, I'm gonna go have a conversation with somebody. We'll see about this.
Oh, it's for the seals.
Oh, some of the food is talking back.
Suddenly, bursting into the scene is our Pulitzer Prize-seeking editor about to expose.
Oh, Lucille, good to see you. Are you ready for a nice big portion of delicious fish fry?
I'm ready for a nice big portion of delicious fame. Oh, yeah. I've been taking photos. I'm about to blow this wide open, and I'm afraid, Big Fish, you're going to feel what it's like to be swallowed by a whale.
Lucille, you got this all wrong. This is a vegan fish fry. These are soy cakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will speak for this. We have traditions in Desolation, and these are our traditions to eat fish together underground with malt vinegar. We've been doing it for 100 years now, right? It's a tradition, right?
How dare you? Mona, you said there would be no fish.
I lied. I lie all the time. I don't know if you noticed that, guys. I'm not truthful and I'm not nice. And you know what? The whole community's better for it. I keep you fed. I keep you happy. And you know what? I keep the fish population in check, because if they don't get checked, then we'd be overrun with magical fish people.
You don't know fish people like I know fish people.
I am so torn right now. Big Fish, you are our biggest advertiser. Without you, the paper, Desolation Daily would go under.
Wait.
Silly.
Sylvia just said you don't know fish people like I know fish people. What
Just
does
let
that
her
mean?
talk.
Well, I know what fish people taste like, and pretty good.
Oh,
Put her on the
oh,
Barbie. I mean,
you cannibal!
put her
You
on the Barbie.
cannibal!
I'm coming clean. I love a fish person.
She's my mother.
What?
Ariel is my daughter.
My mom is the best mama in the whole world. She has the most integrity of any human being. She is above ground poster person for the subterranean underwater mer people. She is the love of the king of the mer people.
Yeah, but what about our tradition of malt vinegar and
You just
underground?
stop that right now. No more malt vinegar. Do you know what malt vinegar does to mer people's skin? It's
You-
horrible.
You thought that 1,520 missing tiny fish was a big deal. Wait until you see those 30,000 mer people that are going to ascend.
Didn't you hear the news, people? I own the paper practically. That news is not getting out.
I'm afraid it is. I've been recording this entire conversation, and unless someone stops me, I'm gonna give this to the
Run like the
documentary
wind,
film
Seals.
crew.
Run like the wind.
I'm giving it to the documentarian.
4,000.
5 years later.
So I have a lovely tofu seitan, proprietorship here, and all vegan, and we just love it. It's really part of the town's tradition now. Yeah, it's good, and doing very, very well with the hipsters today.
I still run the Little Fish. We actually serve a more diverse clientele now. We serve both people and fish people. Serve meaning give them drinks. We do not eat any. We don't even have food at the Little Fish. And I actually moved in with them.
Oh, well, it turns out seals can't use switchblades, and it was a whole big mess. And then they did bring up the dolphin case again, and I was found guilty. So, in a sweet twist of irony, I am now a prisoner in the prison I once so lovingly cared for.
I'm very lucky that life in the fishbowl is not so lonely because I got my friend the warden. We call her the warden, so why not? To hang out with. And let me tell you something. You'd think that being stuck in this fishbowl would mean I was like cut off, but actually, nope. My underground fish fry has just gone further underground.
I have over the last 5 years had the opportunity to travel the world with Lucille. I've learned so much, and I want to bring it all back to this community and my mom and my dad. And if it weren't for Lucille and her desperate desire to achieve fame and the Pulitzer Prize, when she did, I never would have been able to do these things in the world. Thank you, Lucille. I'm gonna just disappear into see my dad and let you talk.
Oh, I couldn't have done it without you, Ariel. Talk about the world's greatest, I'd call her a cub reporter, but she's more of a tadpole reporter. She's out there finding the truth in the world. I'll be honest, the paper kind of went belly up after the big fish could no longer advertise because, well, the proprietor is incarcerated. However, she's doing great, and I am now the proud editor of the Underwater Weekly. So everything works for a reason. Thanks for visiting us here in Desolation. There's a few other things you might want to know. You might find out. You might not.
I have to be honest that one of my greatest pleasures is to take the seals, who have grown enormously in population thanks to the extra fish they're getting, down to the tank. We call it the tank, and look at our lovely friend there. Inside the tank, we walk around. Sometimes we jump in with her, we play with her, and then we leave. But every day we do visit her, and I do feel satisfied that she's finally been contained.
Desolation.
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 For
Desolation.
sure. We're going to introduce ourselves.
I'm Sue from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
I'm Hillary from Cambridge, Massachusetts.
I'm Julie from Los Angeles, California.
I'm Diana from San Francisco, California.
I'm Amanda from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
I think it's you, Kristen.
Oh,
Did
oops,
you
okay. I'm Kristen, otherwise known as Mona. I live in Austin, Texas.
I'm Nikki, and I'm currently in West Palm Beach, Florida. Welcome. Come back next week. We will be here. We're house team Merritt. Same time, same station, new show, some new talent we're going to do a documentary about, and maybe Billy will be back.
Ah.